want to give you some exercises for shoulder pain or shoulder impingement. If you're having difficulty reaching arm all the way up overhead, you're getting pain when you're reaching across your body or reaching down. Sometimes you get pain, it's not actually in the shoulder joint, it's more in the upper arm. If you have a small rotator cuff tear and you're getting some pain with some activity special overhead, these exercises might help you. So the first thing to do is some exercises just squeezing your shoulder blades together, bringing them forward and backward. The most important part is really the backward part. And as you're squeezing them back, you're also trying to bring your shoulder blade down, like down towards your hips. So I'm going to show you from the back side. And we think of that as setting your shoulder blade. When you set your shoulder blade, you put it in a better position for your shoulder to work. We spend a lot of time with our shoulders forward, at the computer, looking at cell phones, and you can put our shoulder blades in a difficult position that puts excessive strain on our rotator cuff and our shoulder joint. So shoulder blade squeezes and kind of setting that scapula, shoulder blade there. That's important for some of the further exercises we do further on later on today. Stretching your arm across your body. If you're getting pain, don't push it. It's okay to get some pressure, but you don't want to push through pain. Depending on if you're getting any discomfort, you can hold it from 5 up to 15 seconds and doing it 5 to 10 times. Another good stretch is called a thumbtack. Do a thumbtack, put your hand on a table or a bench, and you're turning it in and out. This is a little bit low for me. It'd be better if it's a little bit higher. Basically, I'm turning my arm in and out, rotating, my wrist's going to rotate and my forearms, but most importantly my shoulder, so that you're stretching the internal and external rotation. It's okay if your shoulder blade moves with it. It's a good way to increase the motion in through there. It's good to increase your shoulder internal and external rotation, and I like to do it with it down by your side so you're not putting a lot of strain on that joint there. And then we want to give you some strengthening exercises. Easy one to start with is a door jam isometric, we call it, though I'm doing it with a chair here, and that's where you're setting your shoulder blades, so you kind of pull it back and bring it down, and then you're pushing out with your hand. So I'm pushing out like I'm trying to push out this way. You can see the chair's moving out. I wouldn't recommend actually doing it with a chair, but this is probably enough resistance to start with. But you could do it at a door jam, pushing out. If you need a pillow in your hand, that's fine. Holding it for 5 seconds, 15 times. So that's working that external rotator. You do 15 that way. You might get some discomfort with it, don't push through too much pain. And then you can do the opposite direction where you're pulling it in. So now I'm here, and I'm pulling in like I'm trying to pull in this way. My elbow's at my side, my shoulder blade's set back through there, and I'm pulling in. This is probably a little easier than the first exercise. You might not get much pain with it. As you advance, you can do both of these exercises with a TheraBand. Which I have here. I'd anchor it better than just on a chair. But you could do it where you're here and you're stretching it out. Actually, you're going to start with it in your stomach and pulling it out to the side. So you're bringing it out that direction. So while we have the bands out, I want to show you some rows. The tendency is a lot of these forward muscles or pecs or biceps are strong and they kind of pull us forward. We want to work the opposite muscles. We want to do the pulling muscles, not so much the pushing muscles. So with that in mind, I have the bands. You can get these at 5 below. Hooking that on a stable surface. And straight arm row, pulling your hands to your chest, elbows back behind you. Start with 2 sets of 10, work up to 2 sets of 15. So these are the bent arm rows. And you can do a straight arm row also. So your arms are straight, elbows are straight, bringing your hands down, a little more tension, that's why I'm moving forward. Bring my hands down to my pockets, squeezing those shoulder blades together, trying to keep that set, keep a good posture, keep your head up tall as you're doing these. As you progress, you can do it with weights or different levels of resistance bands. This is the beginner band. They have a more intermediate one. So with that in mind, some other band exercises you can do. Elbows tucked in, up tall, set, shoulder blade is set, and you're rolling your arms out to the side. So it helps to work your posture, very similar to the progression I showed you of the band with the external rotation on the chair. So you can do that there, and then with your elbows out in front of you, pulling your arms out, keeping your shoulder blades set and squeezing your shoulder blades together as you do it. Start with one set and work up to two. I would start with them low down at your belly button. As you progress into the second week, you can do it up at your chest. And if you can tolerate it without any increased pain, you can do it up your forehead. The higher you get with it, the more strain you're going to have with it. One other stretch that one reminds me of is the no money stretch, keeping your shoulder blades down and low. You do this back against the wall to help give you the tactile reminder of your posture, and rolling your arms back behind you. So let me give you a couple exercises you can do lying down. I like these the best just on a carpet with a pad, and you can put a towel roll on your forehead. I'm going to do it right on this cushion that I have here. And you're going to start with the ones down, your hands by your hips, and work up to overhead. So I'm starting with these here. Again, squeezing my shoulder blades together, holding for 5 seconds, and doing 10 times. The progression is to do them out straight to the side, lifting up. And then the advanced level, there's two different ones. One's like a field goal, and one's with your hands straight up overhead. So there's this one here. And then there's this one here. As you can probably see, that last one's pretty tough for me. I can really feel that one. So first we started with some flexibility. We included some posture exercises and then some strengthening. I think that would be a good start to get you moving with a home exercise program. Again, not all these exercises are going to be beneficial for every person. Just trying to give you a general overview of a couple activities that will help. If it doesn't help, consult your local physical therapist. Another big thing to keep in mind, especially with some people working at home, is your posture. If you're sitting forward and you're hunched forward, a lot of people are working on laptops, and laptops are not meant to be used for more than 2 hours at a time. So you gotta be careful about being slouched forward, really trying to keep a 90 at your hips, 90 at your feet. I'm in a bar stool top chair, which isn't ideal. Keeping your shoulders back, and really your elbows should be at 90. Your keyboard should be here with your screen up through here. So see if you can get if you can modify your workstation, if you can get a wireless keyboard or a separate keyboard. If you're going to be using a laptop, bring it up, put it up on some books, and then get a mouse and a keyboard down lower so that your hands are here but your head's still looking up. It's going to help your shoulder and your neck a lot. All right, if you have any questions, let me know, and let me know what you think of the exercises.
Hi. So the following things are all down below. So don't forget to press that red button that says subscribe, and don't forget to hit the thumbs up, and once you press it, it will turn blue. And don't forget to comment and tell us all your. And if you have any more questions, go to FiendPhysicalTherapy.com. And thank you guys. See ya. Thanks for watching. Bye.